Husbands and fathers, are you getting what you want out of life? If you're not, it's probably because you're not living by the right laws. There are laws to generate and accumulate wealth. There are laws to health. There are laws to relationships. When we break those laws, we are undermining the possibility of obtaining those things for ourselves. Take wealth, for instance. You don't generate wealth by working more, working longer, working harder. You generate wealth by increasing your leverage in the marketplace. You do that by building skills and talents that are desired and wanted by other people that they're willing to pay for, and finding a way to scale that. You accumulate wealth by spending less than you are earning, by investing wisely. You break those laws by spending more than you have, by not investing wisely, and by failing to create value in the marketplace. What are the laws of health? Providing your body with the nutrients that it needs to perform all of the processes that it has. Exercising and developing your muscles and your bone structure so that they reinforce and get stronger over time. Developing flexibility to prevent injury. These are the laws. You break these laws by eating foods that are low in nutrient value, by failing to exercise, allowing your muscles to atrophy and your ligaments and tendons to stiffen over time. And what about relationships? The best relationships are built on mutual trust, respect, service, love. Anything that you do that breaks trust or doesn't show love undermines those laws. Using abusive or coercive manipulative language, gaslighting. A friend of mine, Greg Denning, he tells this story in his book. It's a twist on the law of reaping and sowing. He talks about the crazy neighbor who you watch out the window. They spent months and months and months preparing their garden, tilling, planting seeds, watering it, nurturing it. And then one day you hear your neighbor freaking out, yelling, cursing, ripping up his garden, throwing things all over the place. You go to find out what's going on, and they're complaining, corn, 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 it's all I have is stupid corn. I don't want corn. I want squash and beans and all these other things. And so you ask, well, what did you plant? I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to the seeds when I put them in the ground, but I didn't want corn. That's the crazy neighbor. If you look at yourself in the mirror and compare what you tell yourself you want and look back on the past actions that you've done over the past several years, have your actions been aligned with or working against the laws of achieving the thing that you say you want? Are you the crazy neighbor? And if you can find the courage within yourself to admit that that is the case, then the next best thing is to start getting the right seeds to plant today. The best time to plant a tree, 10 years ago. The next best time is right now. Take ownership, learn the laws, live the laws, and adjust over time as needed. This is actually a really fantastic way to write goals for 2026. Write down all of the ways that you could undermine your success in whatever you're trying to accomplish, and then write the opposite of that thing. For example, if my goal this year is to deepen my connection with my children, then what could undermine that success? Not being present, tuning out their voices, telling myself I don't have time to play with them because of this, this, and this. What would be the opposite of those things? When they are talking to me, I tune in and engage, take in what they're saying, and I respond back thoughtfully and meaningfully. I reevaluate the time that I'm putting towards work, towards housework, towards other things, and I make sure to carve out and schedule a specific time dedicated to one-on-one time with my kids. I can get them engaged in the process by writing out lists of things that they want to do with me for a dad mini date. Simple things that I can do with them in 15 minutes. And then every day, I can take a couple of kids in sequence and do 15-minute mini dates doing exactly what they wanted to do. The reason why this technique is so helpful is because we have a negativity bias. We tend to be really good at thinking about how things can fail. We have a harder time coming up with next steps to move in a certain direction. So if we start with the negatives and then flip them, we can generate a pretty good list of next steps. So what are you trying to accomplish this year? Let me know in the comments.